Alright, welcome back. We are recording. Oh, meant to do that. Okay, so we are in session 2 of our new arc, and we are currently at Candle Keep, the famous library that contains all of the answers to all of the questions. And I don't know what that sound is, but it also contains the answer to what that sound was. You just have to find the right book. Okay, so y'all have been teleported there by Lyra to the entrance where you were sort of left to your own devices to get in and to get to the place you need to get. But you decided to engage with the people outside and kill them before they could make a run for it. And you are now in the opening courtyard, which leads to the main hall of the library. Is there anything you'd like to do? Oh, Damon just cut off the head of one of the bad guys, and a shadow dragon, did fly in and then fly away.
I also wanted to throw the bodies off of the cliffs.
Right.
If I could.
Yeah, since you have like flying boots and a little bit of haste left over, I think you can just like zip around, grab the bodies, and toss them over. I'll say it takes like a little bit. It might use up like you've got. Do your boots give you perpetual flight, or are they like boots of flying where it's like 10 minutes?
I think it's like I get like 4 hours, but I have to use it at least for like a full minute at a time. Hang on, let me see.
Oh. Man, robots OP.
Yeah, I have to use them for at least a minute, and they can only store up to 4 hours.
Wow, that's incredible. Alright, yeah, so you burn like 10 minutes of your boots just flying around, throwing bodies over the edge, but that's fine. That is not going to be of consequence, probably.
Cool.
And so, yeah, you guys find yourselves sort of at the front gate of the entrance to the library. It looks sort of disheveled, and it looks as though it were recently sieged. The front, wooden door, which was sort of elegantly carved and full of beautiful art from years and years of just like scribes sort of casually like working out pretty intricate designs in the wood. All of that has just been like splintered and shattered, as it appears that at one point the door was just ripped apart. It still stands, like one of the doors is on a hinge, but the other one is sort of crooked to the side. It's open insofar as you can just walk right in. What do you do?
Can we peer into the opening and see anything, or is it just dark on the inside?
Yeah, let me describe it for you. As you peer into the main entrance, what you find is there's actually sort of a small little room, a little entryway, and then right in front of that is a smaller door which appears to have been sort of mended, and it is closed. So you're sort of looking into a small, what do they call that? It's got a word. There's a word for it.
Like a foyer?
Yeah, it's a foyer. A foyer.
Foyer.
In the Midwest, it's a foyer.
Okay.
And do you all enter?
I think I'll cast light on my staff and then kind of like slowly enter.
And that's 30 feet of bright?
Uh, $20 foot.
If Taryn is taking the lead walking in, Damon will enter with him.
Yeah, okay, so Taryn and Damon enter together at the front.
I'm gonna take up the back.
You're gonna take up the back?
Yeah.
Vosner, are you still transformed? I can't remember. Yeah, Vosner is a wormling. Is that?
I'm still a dragon. Cool.
Yeah, you were last time.
Yeah, I wasn't. I had to leave in the middle of combat, so I'm not.
Right.
Yeah.
For the purposes of just exploration, we'll sort of keep your dragon form. You'll still be in dragon form, but I'll bring you in because I don't know if it gives you vision, so I don't want to fuck with that. All right, so you enter into. Let me remove that. You enter into this. The space as you cast light on your what'd you cast it on your staff?
Yeah.
The light is almost blinding, is super bright, but you can't help but notice that as you're walking with the light of your staff sort of glowing in the room, it almost brings color back to the surfaces, as though your light spell is sort of washing away the shadow that is sort of infused the rocks. But you cannot help but realize that, like, you're now inside a building, so it's not so bad, but this could be seen for miles.
Okay.
And you stand in the entrance of a walkway. Are you standing in a foyer? Sorry.
Foyer.
Yep. French is a dead language, I believe, so it's impossible to know what they really wanted.
Oui, semblerait.
Yeah, whatever, Dylan.
It's been a long time since I heard you speak French, dude.
Same.
I forgot that was your thing.
Weird.
I was like, oh shit.
As you're standing in the foyer, the sounds coming from the library are basically nothing. It sounds kind of like just sort of muted, empty. There's some distant sounds, like maybe something's moving around, and you hear the sound of metal chains sort of dragging over wooden tables.
Oof, don't like that.
Yeah, it's disconcerting. Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
No, it's sort of like I'm guessing y'all standing in this room are just sort of listening towards the door. And there is a door in front of you.
Well, I guess we should go in. We don't have a lot of options.
Everyone stand back. I will check and see what is beyond here.
As you open the door, a smell of death and decay sort of wafts in. You get the feeling that this door being closed is sort of sealed in the smell, and as you sort of enter, it hits you. There are many dead librarians in front of you.
Damon can't smell anything, so he'll turn around and tell everybody that he sees dead bodies in here.
you step into the main entrance here, and this is not sort of a library per se, as much as it is sort of an entryway. But even here, you notice in this sort of hallway that will connect up to various areas of the library, you notice that they have not sort of given up the opportunity to also fill this with books, though you determine they're probably of lesser importance if they're sort of put up front here.
We should probably just move quickly and find what we are after and leave. We don't have much time.
Yeah, especially with the dragon getting away.
Oh, can I have all of you roll 1d6?
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, John, but weren't we also given like 1 hour to complete this?
I don't think it was 1. I think it was 2.
Okay.
With the idea that you could get in a short rest, probably somewhere in this, but much after that, then it's going to get complicated because of the teleportation situation.
Right. Okay.
Ooh. Alright. We're still missing. Okay. So. Very interesting. They roll. In front of you, walking away from you, you see this creature. A massive, sort of floating, shadowy creature. With your true sight, it makes it much easier for you to see. Normally, you get the feeling it's kind of translucent and sort of can fade into the shadow and remain sort of invisible. But with your robes, you are able to pick this thing out across the room, and you notice that it is walking away from you. It has not noticed your presence.
I would quickly look at Taryn. Well, I guess the others wouldn't be able to see anything if the light went out. But I would just say quietly, "We're not alone," and then I would point in the direction of the translucent monster.
Can we see anything in the direction that he's pointing?
Can your player characters? I think so. I think now that he has pointed it out, you can look over there and see a shadowless monster sort of walking away from you. It seems to be on a patrol, but you've sort of caught it as it's patrolling away.
Looking around, are there any like immediate doorways or stairways that we can just like quickly keep moving into?
There are plenty of doorways on each side lining the hall. You get the feeling that there are a number of doorways that open into general offices. They're sort of smaller doors, and they have names written on them. These are all sort of administrative offices, people who run the castle, but they are all probably splayed out on the floor in front of you. You get the feeling that these doors immediately near you do not lead to any main chamber, as they are sort of small and not meant to traffic lots of people. But you could go in any of them. Veyral would know the general layout of this keep, by the way. That the sort of where you would like to go to get to the
Yeah.
Essentially, I think you said you were going to go to see what's her name's office. Was it Illustrial? I think it was Illustrial's office.
Okay.
Because she would know. Or she'd be the only person you knew that had access.
Yeah. In spite of that, still not sure how to handle this shadow horror. Varel kind of stays with the crew, sees if they want to fight or dodge or be sneaky.
Are there
Um,
rafters above us? Like beams that hold up the ceiling that I could perch on?
Sure. I'll say that these are arched hallways. Sort of each hallway has its own, or each sort of. There's this middle arch in or this middle thing in the center that kind of connect on here, and then there's an arched hall here and an arched hall here, and between these arches I'll say there are beams that you can sort of hop between.
Got it. I do have blind sight as a dragon, so
What's the range on it?
whatever my sight is, I guess. Let me check.
That seems unlikely.
It's 100 million feet.
100 million. You detect a Tarask.
Oh, cool. I
It
befriend the
also
Tarask.
detects you now.
Okay, we're good friends now.
Roll for initiative.
Initiate friendship.
The shadow horror sort of ducks around the corner and appears to be changing direction.
Oh, let's see. Blind sight, 10 feet, and dark vision, 60 feet.
Yeah, I figured as much. So if there's anything invisible around you, you'll know, but you won't be able to like use that at a far distance.
Got it.
Can I start like stealthing forward?
Sure, yeah. Roll stealth. Are you
And we're
all
all moving.
stealthing together?
I think so.
Yes.
And we're all kind of like following where it was, so
Yeah.
that like it's coming around the other way.
Sure.
And I'll stealth up where the rafters are.
Okay.
So
We are not sneaky. Oh, Damon's sneaky.
Damon's got the lowest by far. Oh wait, no, Taryn didn't have that.
Also, I think mine was supposed to be disadvantage, not
It was.
advantage.
It was.
So I rolled a 2 and an 8, so really I have a 4.
No, that's Vayrol's roll. You have a 9 and a 12. It worked right.
We good.
Yeah. It turns out everybody either has advantage or disadvantage. Okay. So what's your marching order here? You guys walking in a line?
Yeah, I'll kind of linger backwards.
Damon would try and be up front, although not like way out ahead of anybody.
Alright, I'll put you with Isolde. I'll put this, and I'll say you guys walk here. And as you get to about here, following in the path, the shadow horror comes across the corner and recoils from the bright light on Terran's staff and hisses as it begins to move towards you. And we are going into combat.
Oh boy.
Do we know where we're supposed to be going, though?
Yes. Varel knows the way to Illustrial's office.
These are pretty bad initiative rolls, guys.
It's fine. Oh, no, it isn't.
I love the addition of decimals.
Yeah, that's for initiative, for tiebreakers. Alright. Yeah, that did not go great for you. But since you guys knew it was coming, you can get the jump on it. Isolde, after that hissing sound, your passive perception picks up on movement in the rooms next to you.
Oh shit. Okay. Alright.
And Isolde, it is your turn.
I'm gonna quickly say there's more than one, and I'll start moving forward. And while I'm moving, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt and try to hit it with some holy energy.
Okay. It might say line of sight just because of the angle, but if it doesn't, that's fine.
I'm getting that message again where it says I have to target tokens.
Weird. What spell?
Guiding Bolt.
Level
Just gonna do a
1?
first level.
Yeah, you're right. It is saying that. What did we do for that last time?
I do not remember.
Oh, I think it was that their spell was broken. Let's see if I can fix it. Alright, now try it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I just needed to edit the spell. Ooh. Oh my god. Rolls a 3, hits it anyway. Quality. Now it is lit up, right? Next.
Yeah, next attack has advantage.
Solid. Okay.
I'm just gonna finish out my movement.
Oh sure.
I did that backtrack.
Da. Okay. It is going to lash out with these sort of tendrils that sort of like spike out in every direction. They're sort of in the form of chains that sort of whip out towards all of you as it moves into the center of the room and does this.
Ouch.
As it sort of screams and spins around, hitting all of you with these sort of, what are they? Necrotic chains of purplish light and energy. You are all bad at dex saves. What is this? I had no idea. Oh my god, the highest dex save among you is +2. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, can that beat it?
It cannot, but I just want to use it to charge another feature that I have.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I swear to God, I had, for some reason, did not put this together. So it does this, let's see. It does this whip around as it screams out, and that is its turn. Viral, you're up.
Okie doke. Not terribly inclined to use too many spells here. I'm just gonna sidestep. Well, maybe I'll go up here as well. Got a better vantage. And then this attack has advantage because of the light, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I hate slinging cantrips, but that's what we're here to do, so I'm gonna do the old chrono spike. Nice. Wow, really weak.
Man, it's a cantrip. Oh, you rolled 3 ones.
Oof. Sad. What are you gonna do? Quick question though, since we're dealing with creatures from the Shadowfell, if I were to try to banish it to send it to its native plane, since the Shadowfell is like part of this plane, would I still be able to banish these creatures?
I feel like that is a question. I feel like
mull it over.
Varel would have to do like an Arcana check to figure out like the math on that.
Okay. We'll save that for post-combat, but just puzzling.
Sure. Damon.
I'm just gonna run up and hit him.
Standard. You just running over that desk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna vault over it.
Cool. Y'all are rolling 3s and hitting anyways. High level D&D. Yep. You cut into this shadowy creature, and your blade seems to actually like make purchase and hit.
And I actually think that's all I can do on this turn.
Cool.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay. Let's see. Out of. Let's see. This door opens next to you, Barrel, and a being comes rushing out, but is sort of guarded by the bright light as it enters, and I'm gonna say it has disadvantage. Just because it was surprised. So let's do. Okay. Okay, so this is right. It's going to attempt this shadow strike. And so he swings out at you with this sword that's sort of like, as it like passes by you, you feel it sort of suck your life force out, and then you were able to like resist it. And it is going to swing a second time. This time normal. And again, you sort of duck out of the way. Oh, you were just swung upon. Swang at. Taryn, you're up.
Alright, so now it's my turn.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna move here. And then, because I seem to remember shadows from earlier having resistance to cold, I want to throw a ray of frost just to get my bearing.
What the fuck?
So that was cool.
Jeesh.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, so Taryn, you come across the corner and just blast this thing, and it must have been like sort of readying another swing because you caught it completely off guard and like freeze one of its arms to a beam, which it has to like try to break off, and it shatters part of its essence, and it lets out a ghastly horror. Okay. That is your turn. Coming out of this room, jumping to the shadows, and then seeing there are no shadows here, this shade will come at you and attack. He's going to Shadow Strike and do it again. swings at you twice. His sword sort of again having this strange essence on it that seems to like pull off your light and life energy, but it does not hit you. Bosner, you are a little dragon, I forgot. And I'll say you're up in the beams if you want.
Okay, cool. Alright, up in the beam, so I'm gonna make an arc over.
You were at like 14 health. Did you want to have healed yourself before that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. As a bonus action.
We'll just say you use like a first level slot. We'll just put you full.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I still have my flame shield up.
Okay.
Where are you? So I'm gonna zoom spell slot. Just cast it. Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but here we go. I'm gonna put dragon over here.
Oh, you know what? How much damage did you take from the tendrils? That might have actually knocked you out. You took 31. Sorry. Yeah, you are actually not in dragon form, because that would have taken you out of the form. But
Okay.
Vosner should be plus 28.
Okay.
So, my bad. Vosner, you are in human form, but you have taken less damage.
Okay, let me rethink what I'm going to do.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's see. What wall thing do I got? How long does this last? Minute. Alright. As a bonus action, I'm going to activate my crown of the Dryad Queen.
Okay.
I don't know how to roll it. Did I roll into the chat?
No, it's not set up to roll.
Hold on, let me see.
Okay, so just mark it or write it down for yourself, and then you're gonna roll. I'm gonna say so you regenerate 1d8 per round for 10 rounds.
Yep.
I guess it has to be at the beginning or the end. We'll say at the end of your turn.
Okay.
That way you get it this round. I mean, I guess it'd be better if it's beginning in case like you fall unconscious.
Yeah, we'll do it at the beginning of the round.
Okay,
that's fine.
so you don't get it this time, but
No. And then I will cast. How to cast this? No, I'm not gonna cast Dragonic Transformation
okay.
on myself, and I guess that's all I really can do.
Okay, you're gonna do Draconic Transformation.
Yep.
Okay, so that's just the thing that makes you have this.
That's right. Yeah. I can't. I wanna. How do I get rid of this measure template? I'm just.
I don't know. I think
I'm
it's
just gonna put
probably yeah. Okay. Yep.
Whoa. I thought there was no one over there. There should not be anyone over there. There might be someone over there. I don't know. I might have killed him. Cool.
I think it took 7 of your life away
How did it take 7 of my life away?
because it targeted you.
Alright.
Okay.
We'll move
Figure that out.
along. So that's your action and your bonus action.
Yes.
Isolde.
Alright, give me a second here.
Oh my god.
How much health does this bitch have?
Were you trying to attack the shadow over?
Yeah, were you trying to take the shadow horror or the shade?
The shade.
Oh, you weren't targeting the shade. At least on my screen. Alright, so you did 22. We'll do 22 to the shade.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good. I was like, whew, that bar did not move at all.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. The shadow horror. Does not get his thing back, so he's going to multi-attack a demon. One with its bite and two with his claw. He's just swinging, some hitting and just bouncing off your metal exterior. Damon, you are completely unfazed by this. Bobbing and weaving. Varel, you are up.
Okie doke. Does Misty Step provoke attacks of opportunity?
It does not.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to use my guild ring to cast the
Ooh.
Misty Step that I have in there
Nice.
in order to go, I believe, 30 feet. So I'm just going to go due north. I'm going to take my movement to move an additional, let's say, 20 feet. And then, trusting my squad mates to be the damage dealers, we're just going to keep slinging cantrips. Wow. Daryl is not performing at his best today.
Yeah, you notice like an interesting book on the wall, like it right as you teleport, you're like, and then it distracts you. When you make
We've all been there.
Worth it.
Okay. Damon, this is your turn.
Damon is now going to use haste on himself. And then swing at this guy again.
Oof. Yeah. You bring the
Um,
pain.
And nah, I won't move. I'll just stay right where I am.
Okay. This shade to attack out at Isolde. Of course. Second attack. I don't think I rolled higher than like a 7 yet. Okay. Swing. Isolde just deflects him off her shield. Hit after hit. Taryn, you're up.
Start with emulating barrel. We go right there. And then gonna do another Ray of Frost.
Yeah. What's it look like when Terran kills this shadow horror?
So it's kind of like lifting up its tentacles and kind of growling, and he sticks a Ray of Frost like right into its like open mouth, and it kind of freezes from the inside.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, it fucking freezes inside out. And we'll just imagine, like, in concert with Damon attacking it, it just sort of shatters all at once together, combo style. Shade is up. Is going to turn to Damon and try to give him 1-4. Yeah, that's about right. Osner, you're up. At the start of your turn, you regen 8, or is it anybody? Who gets it?
It's regen 1d8. So.
Okay. Nice. Full health.
Yes. Alright, so Vosner is going to fly up into the rafters because I have incorporeal wings. And like position myself over here.
Okay.
And then I want to shoot my breath weapon out at the shade without hitting Damon. Could I do that?
Yeah.
Sort of like down right on top of him.
Probably the better angle would be like this way, so you don't hit Isolde. But yeah, you can angle it however you want. Let's just do. You rolled the damage 33. Let's see if he makes a dex save.
Okay. Where is it?
Okay, so he takes 33 damage.
Yes.
Does anything else happen with that thing?
I'm trying to bring it up.
Blah blah blah. Each creature, it doesn't. Yeah, you just exhale shimmering energy, 60-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dex save. Yeah, okay, half damage on him. Failed. So, we'll say you did it from this angle, and funnily enough, you catch another being that you had not seen yet for the same amount.
Nice. Cool. Alright, so I'm like up, like hovering around the rafters too.
Sweet.
So
I'd say that puts you like 10 feet up?
10 feet up? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Isolde, at the top of the round, some people join.
You say some people join?
Yeah, some friends. Or, I mean, I guess sure. Friends of some of the people here. So that guy gets to go. Varel, as you turn around to attack that shadow horror and miss, a shade comes up to try to stab you in the back.
I had a nickel. Oh, cool. A little reaction window has popped up. This is new.
Did you not? You didn't use shield?
Nah, I wasn't gonna.
Okay, yeah. So he slashes out at you, hits you with his sword, and you can feel as it tries to pull your life force out of you, but you resist. And he's gonna do it again. Once again, you succeed as he cuts into you twice, but is not able to harm your spirit, if you will. Isolde.
Do I see Varel getting stabbed?
Yeah, well, I guess Probably not, given that you're fighting a thing and there's like chaos all around you. You have a high insight, so I guess maybe you heard Varel let out a very small, minimal noise of pain. An owl, if you will.
Okay. Yeah, she would sort of just turn to look over her left shoulder, and I'm gonna send a guiding bolt that way.
Oh, guiding bolt at that shade would be disadvantaged because it's a ranged attack, I think. And you've got a shade right next to you.
So I would have to step away from my combatant.
Yeah, in order to not have disadvantage on the ranged attack.
Alright. Let me think for a second. Alright, never mind. I'm gonna trust that Varel knows what he's doing, and I'm gonna keep attacking my guy.
Nice. A little better roll this time. Yep. The shade, you fill him with necrotic energy, and he starts like vomiting bile as he's fighting you. Nice. Shadow Horror is dead. Unless it has a thing. Let me see. Nope, doesn't have a thing. Varel, you're up.
Okie doke. I was worried coming up here would be a bad idea, so I'm gonna cast a proper Misty Step of my own. Just keep bouncing around like a clown. Come a little closer to my crew. And then, you can cast a spell after Misty Step, or
No,
Only
you
a
cannot.
cantrip.
Only a cantrip.
only a cantrip? Okay. In that case, let's do that. Coming at you, Shade.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Damon, you're up.
We'll just finish this guy real quick.
Nice.
And then rush over this way and finish this one off too. And then, wait, how much movement was that? Like 20, 25? Okay, so with the rest of my movements, I'll come up this way.
Nice.
That'll be my
Okay.
turn.
Damon just runs through the room, like dispatching these shades, cutting them in half, freeing you up from your fights. As we go to this shade, who is going to shadow step, and well, he's going to move forward, and he's going to shadow step up into the rafters next to Foster. And he is going to fight you sort of Zorro style up in the rafters. It might be prompting you for a reaction. I don't know if you have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work here. Okay. He hits you, trying to steal your essence, and fails. He's going to try to hit you again. And misses.
Do you have fire shield up?
Yeah,
Ooh.
my fire shield is not.
Is it
rolling
2d8?
Yeah.
down. Yeah. Hold on, let me target the right guy first. And then consume spell slot.
Nice.
Wait, what? Oh,
It's fine, I got it. It's just
Yeah.
programmed wrong. So some things like that I'll have to go fix.
Yeah.
If y'all can make a list and then send it to me after the session, I will fix all of your spells. I just always forget. Oh, interesting. Well, now it's got a
I get
cool
a
effect.
resistance from one of those things. So
Nice. Taryn, you are up.
All right. I'm going to Ray of Frost the really hurt shade in the corner. See if I can finish him off.
Sure. Yeah. You hurl a ray of frost across the room and just like fucking get him in the eyes and his head freezes and pops. He's sort of like running and you freeze his head and it just sort of stays in place and his whole body falls over.
Sweet. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to convert one of my first level spells into a sorcery point,
Cool.
just for the hell of it.
What a badass. This shade's done. Bosner, it is your turn.
cool. So Vosner will do something very odd, and just attack the guy in front of me with. Where's my staff? Do I not have a staff anymore?
I don't know.
Guess not. Guess not. I am just going to breathe force damage at this dude.
Cool. Can you just, yeah, you can just do it as a bonus action for like ever.
Yeah, forever and ever. A spell. How do I? Is it shift or is it control?
Shift mouse wheel to change the direction of it.
Oh, I don't have a mouse wheel. I'm on a laptop.
Oh. I'll just put it anywhere and I'll roll the save.
Okay, it's only gonna go that way, so everyone's gonna take damage.
Just put it somewhere not damagey. Oh god.
Yep.
Oh god.
Okay, I restored your healths. You hit the Shadow Horror with your thing, and he succeeds, so he only takes half.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna saloon. No, I already used my bonus action. So yeah, we're just gonna stay up there and duel in the air.
Did you regen at the start of your turn?
Oh no, I didn't.
Roll that 1d8. Cool. At the top of the round, make sure you give yourself that 4 health. At the top of the round. Alright, I'll roll for these guys. Alright, top of the round, this guy gets to go. He's going to move towards Varel. Miss. And hit. Beryl
Uh-oh.
fails and takes 1 point of exhaustion. As he stabs in, he like rips some of the light off of your body, and it sort of sticks to his blade. As you take a point of exhaustion.
How dare he?
I will at least use my reaction to reduce that damage by a psychic die.
Okay.
So it reduces the damage he takes by 8.
Okay. I gave him 8 health back. Isolde, you are up.
Alright. I am definitely focused on Viral now, so I'm gonna reposition myself. Feeling safer closer to Damon, she's not gonna go all the way into combat. She's gonna move up and place a hand on Viral and cast resistance on him.
Okay.
It again won't let me roll it.
All right. Guidance or what? Resistance? Okay, try now. Cool. Add 1d4 to a single saving throw the next minute. Cool.
Cool.
All right. This shade is going. It's going to Misty Step 30 feet. He's going to run 30 feet. Actually, he'll run over this way and shoot at Terran with a longbow.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
This is the second shot. The Shadow Horror is dead. Beryl, you're up.
Alright. Enough of this nonsense here. I'm going to attack the Shade. I'm going to use Phantasmal Killer, but I'm going to force my Mistra mark of 9 to be its roll.
Okay.
So let me...
Alright, well, hold on. To have a nightmare, blah blah blah. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, target becomes frightened. So he's scared. And at the end of each of its turns, it takes the psychic damage. What a fucking roll, by the way.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
And its deepest fear is a blinding white light, all-encompassing and unavoidable.
Sure. So it's scared, and it won't take that damage until the end of its turn. But we'll remember the damage map.
Got you.
What else would you like to do?
Let's see. Can I move away without getting stabbed, or I'll probably...
Well, he's frightened of you, so I think it's disadvantage. I
Okay.
can never remember frightened. Let me look it up in the little thing.
I'll actually use a shield if I must.
Yeah, it is disadvantage. Well, the source
Cool.
of his fear is within line of sight.
Nice. So he could take attack at you with disadvantage if you would like to.
I would move away if I have the movement. So let's...
Alright. Oh, this should have been... Sorry. Should have... But anyways, it missed, so it's fine.
Cool. Go here, actually.
So what's it look like when you, like, haunt his mind?
My otherwise pitch black eyes seem to glow just for a minute with that white light described, and it kind of imbues itself into the shade, and yeah, its body language shows that it's now terrified.
When you use the portent, it like comes from you. What is it that like? How's that look like time wise?
I'm not sure how to answer that, to be honest.
Okay, I mean you're basically okay. So as you sort of reach out and fuck with his mind, you also like morph time around you to select the version of him that fails the spell.
See, so he blurs for a minute as though there are more than one of him, and
Right.
I seem to reach out and select the one to fail. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Sick.
This shade is visible now. It's coming in. Let's see. He's going to shoot a arrow, 2 shots at Damon. Classic. Damon, you're up. Just like arrows flying by you. You don't even care.
I think that. Let's see, how far is this guy away? Not in range.
I mean, if you have haste up, you can get them.
Yeah, I mean for a different kind of
Oh, got it.
attack. Yeah, I will. I'm just gonna run by this guy and cut at him as I go.
Okay, his reaction's already used, so. Oh my god. Yeah.
And then I'm going to keep running to the one that just shot at me.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah. You like break his bow in half as you slice through it.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Okay,
And that'll end my turn.
cool. This shit is going to attack Osner. Oh, he crits. So you failed the saving throw, which means you take the point of exhaustion. But you Oh, you saved. Interesting. What's the con save for? Oh no, okay. So you're gonna have to roll concentration to keep up your dragon form, I think. You have advantage because of Warcaster.
Let's see. Advantage.
That's enough. Yeah, so you maintain concentration of your dragony form. And that is his turn. That guy's dead. This guy's coming. Shoot at Terran with a longbow. And then he's going to sort of duck behind the wall. Terran, you're up.
All right. I'm going to use my Rod of Absorption to cast Scorching Ray on the first guy who shot at me.
Okay.
And turn it into ice, obviously.
Yeah. Classic. Yeah, you're just like shooting ice rays all directions. Now you fire a triple ice ray, and this shade almost dies. Is that it?
Yep, that will be it.
That shade is dead. Vosner, you're up.
All right, cool.
Oh, when
I'm gonna
he hit
do-
you, it should have done the damage back.
Oh, right.
Can you roll
yeah,
2d8 for me? And then also roll a d8 after it to see what you heal.
Okay. So, oops. Oh. Okay. Then 1d8. Nice. That's neat. Did I just kill myself somehow?
Yeah, let's
Hold on.
I'll look at what your health was. Okay, so you were at 85. So
Yeah. So it should be at what, 90? Nope. Did it again.
there, you're good.
93. Cool. All right. I'm going to again target the correct guy, and I'm gonna position the ray or the blast this way.
Yeah. Can you like just put it over here and have it hit both of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Cast spell, base template. Just trying not to hit everyone. Alright, it'll hit me, but
Yep.
I fail my own attack. Damn.
Yeah, so they succeed and you rolled terribly. Wow.
Yeah.
And it does kill that one shade, but the other is still alive.
Okay, cool. And so I need whatever points back, I guess.
Yeah, I give them back to you already.
All right. I'm done.
Okay. Let's see. I think we're good. This shade will. It has to make. Let's see. It makes its attacks with advantage, so it can't come towards Isolde. It's going to run away from Varel, but it can attack, and it will make 2 attacks at disadvantage. I don't know why it's not letting me do disadvantage, but it's not going to hit him anyways. And then he is going to try to make a wisdom save.
And if it fails, I'll chrono shift it because I'd like to see this thing die. All right, great.
Oh, it was meant to be. And so, with the damage Damon does and the horrors of his mind still just like filling his brain with light and scary shit, his head explodes. Pop.
Nice.
And he dead. Isolde, it's your turn. You just watched a guy's head explode.
Classic.
Excellent. I'm gonna keep moving up. I guess I'll move a little closer to Damon, and again cast resistance on him.
Okay. You were casting it on Varel, and I believe it is concentration, so
Yeah, that's
it'll
okay.
fade from Varel.
All good.
Meryl's not threatened at this moment, as far as
Okay.
I see.
Put the dead body of the shade right there. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. This shade is dead. Shadow Horde dead. Barrel is up.
You know, go back to slinging cantrips. I'm going to target the one by Vosner. Excellent.
Sick. Did more than a 7th level spell did. So sad. It's all
I'll take
about
it.
the rolls. Alright. Oh, sorry, is that your turn?
Yeah, I believe so.
You can move wherever you want if you still want to.
I feel safe by Terran's side, to be honest.
Me too. Shadow Strike. A miss. Shadow Strike again. Ooh. Potential hit? Could it be? Oh, yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Okay. You shield the attack, and the shade misses. So sad. Wait, what just happened? Did it
It
apply
still made
damage?
me make the con save for haste.
Yeah, I think it made you still take damage for some reason. So I undid the damage.
Okay, yeah, because I did take some damage from
Yeah,
those chains.
it looks like it took you from 57 to 49, so I undid that. Okay. And speaking of, it's your turn.
Okay. We'll do for this guy.
Yeah, your turn.
And then I'm gonna start like trying to clear these rooms, where shades seem to be pouring out with my movement.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll go in here. I don't see anything. I'll dash back out and say I'll use the rest of my 20 feet of movement and my dash action to come over this way.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Shade is dead. Shade is dead. This shade is alive. Going to shoot 2 shots at Terran. Miss both of them. Terran, it is your turn.
Alright, let me check real quick. "30 feet, okay. I'm going to use my movement to get closer to that shade. Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Ooh, yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's just within it.
Jesus. Yeah.
And then I disappeared for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I'm loving it. Why are you invisible?
I don't know. Maybe it's just an extra breath weapon ability that I forgot about, you know. Then I'm going to shoot at him with my action.
Why are you invisible? That's fascinating.
Oh, and he should be 5 feet farther away from me than he is.
There we go. Your token opacity was set to 0 for whatever reason. I don't know why. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait. Did it just apply twice? What happened? Oh, you Rate of Frost him.
Yeah, then I shot him
Wow.
afterwards with my action.
Yeah, you literally just like blew him apart. Like he flew across the room. He's dead. And is that all of the shades? It would appear so. Yeah, so Terran in an epic final move freezes him solid and scoots him across the floor and then hits him with a ray and kills him. And y'all find yourself no longer under assault and combat is over. You are just in this terrible, terrible place.
Since I can try to recharge my breath weapon as a bonus action, can I just like do that until it's back?
Yep. Yeah, we'll just assume you always do that in between combats. And
Sweet.
I'm going to say that basically you all well, I guess let's see. Are you guys going to like investigate this area? It seems like Damon is sort of making a quick run through it all.
Yeah, I just would continue to like clear these rooms, not knowing that there's nothing left in them until
Yeah.
I've checked it.
Yeah, I'll say Damon basically does like an inventory of the entire place, and we'll have him roll a let's say investigation check, and then anybody else wants to do a check, we can do that, and let's take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Nicey nice.
So, let's see. Damon does an investigation check. Errol does Arcana. What's the Arcana for?
The banish. Can I banish Shadowvar?
Yeah, so you... Let's close this then. You start thinking about it, and based off your knowledge of the planes and how they've sort of collapsed, you get the feeling that Banish wouldn't be able to send anybody to another plane, as those have been severed. This Banish would likely only send them to a sort of pocket dimension where they would be just like held, but nothing permanent.
Interest.
So the spell isn't ruined, it just doesn't have
Yeah.
that special rider that lets you send people places permanently.
Makes sense.
And is that only for Shadowvar, or is it for anybody you can?
I feel like you would probably be able to discern like that applies for everybody. Banish still works, it just doesn't do the special thing because the special thing is cut off.
Collapse of the planes. Okay.
Whoops. Or at least the
So is the
severing of the planes.
implication not only that we merged with the Shadow plane, but all the other planes have been cut off?
Yeah, that is what you've
Okay.
all sort of been led to understand.
Okay.
Which is why Isolde can't talk to a Otter and that kind of thing.
Alright, yeah, sorry.
Wow.
It's okay. He gave her his mark. She's doing good. She's got this. Very talented. Okay. Somebody just healed a shade for 15, I think.
Oh, yeah, I was targeting the shade.
And it's now alive and attacks you. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Put it as dead. All these shades are dead. So, what Damon finds investigating the rooms is basically what you'd sort of expect to find in the administrative offices of people working at Candlekeep. Now, these are not super powerful wizards. Some of them are middling talented wizards, but nothing on the scale of high-level magic. They use their magic to aid in their research, and they're mostly just researchers, catalogers, and stores of vast amounts of information. And what you see is basically the a place that seems to have been attacked very quickly. If the higher ups in this place knew it was coming, they didn't tell anybody else. And so what you find is sort of panicked, sort of like mid-sentence notes just ending, and then some journal entries. If you're just sort of scanning through documents of something like a noise or something's here or dragons in the sky. I mean, it's pretty quick jotted down notes, and then you can sort of piece together the corpses littering the ground are likely the remains of the people who worked here, and they didn't seem to put up much of a fight. As for everything else, you sort of glean that these offices are vacant. There's nothing of much import here other than just general news and understanding stuff about Candlekeep. Is there anything else you'd want from that? Damon?
No, I mean, it was really... That was probably even more than I was looking for. I was mostly just trying to make sure that we were in the clear and see if there was, like, anything that posed a sort of imminent danger.
Sure.
Or maybe, like, means of ingress or egress that are non-magical to then, like, report to Isolde and to a lesser extent to Veril.
Sure. The place is clear. There are no other signs of life or unlife here. And Vosner, what was your investigation check for?
Just anything interesting, any good books that would aid us.
Okay.
Um,
You gather from looking around that this, having been here, or wait, did you come here? Yes, you came here with Varel that one time. You know this place, so this looks familiar to you. You came through these halls once. You know this to be like the intake, where when you come to Candlekeep, you have to bring a book to get in, and you can see that these are the books that are waiting to be sorted and sent to the main hall, where most of the books are held.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nothing
but
interesting.
nothing with that roll. Nothing like catches your eye. You're like a book. You see a book on like how to raise bees. You're like, oh,
Bees.
yeah.
All right. I grab 3 books. If there are 3 books, just to randomly take.
Okay. Do you want me to come up with what those are now, or do you want me to come up with those
You
later?
can come up. Yeah, I'm gonna just grab them, and then later, we'll see what we get.
Okay. You
So
just
maybe I'll
you
do
just
something good.
grab 3 random books. They're
Just
covered
3 random books.
in a layer of dust and ash, but they're readable, and
All right.
we'll see what the titles are later.
Yeah.
Roll
Hopefully
roll a
it's
d6 for me.
Okay.
I think the new plan is to raise an army of bees.
Bees?
All right, perfect.
Right. These are anti-Shadowfell bees.
Yeah. This is gonna be the key to everything. All right. Yes. So
Paco
that
will be
is.
the lead.
You find yourselves sort of at a crossroads. This is where the entrance leads into a set of staircases that would lead in multiple directions. To the left is the path that would lead down a series of corridors that would eventually get you to Illustrial's office. And to the right would lead you to the main hall full of like the most books.
Nice.
I think we're going to Illustrio's office, right?
Yeah, Varel will kind of, without even stopping, just kind of head in that direction.
Okay. So let's talk buffs. Vosner, your dragon transformation I think is a minute.
Yeah, so that's gonna end.
So that will end, but the fire shield's an hour, correct?
Yes.
So that will stay. So just keep that in mind for next combat. Let's talk buffs. You guys head down a hallway. Let's everybody roll a d6 for me. Oh,
Wow.
a 6, a 1, a 6. One more roll. Oh my god, you guys are so good. Alright. You walk down a series of halls, and occasionally you hear like the rattling chains of one of those things, but you're able to sort of wait for it to pass and then keep moving as you work your way towards this office. And you come into this office, and this is what you find. It's empty of any signs of life, but it is trashed. This office has been picked over by, it looks like probably dozens of people rummaging through, looking for books, texts, whatever. And the whole thing is just a mess that you would never have like expected to see in Illustrial's office. It looks like whoever picked it over had no care or concern about the content. They were looking for something in particular, and by how disheveled everything looks, They must have looked for a very long time. Thayroll, with your true sight, you pick up on markings, sort of subtle markings in the air, or like on bookshelves and in various places that seem to have an odd pattern to them. Things that sort of glow like your eyes are providing like a black light to them, but you would know that they're not visible to the naked eye.
I see. Can I discern any meaning from the pattern? Does it perhaps spell a word or indicate direction?
Yeah. You roll an investigation check.
My
Can I
specialty.
can I help Beryl with this?
Do you have true sight?
No, I do not.
Okay, so Damon, to your perspective, this room is trashed. It's gonna take a long time to go through everything. If you were to try to like figure out what the hell is even around you, lots and lots of documents. You don't see any markings, anything in particular.
Okay.
Isolde, with your passive perception and Vosner's passive perception, you get the feeling that there was a fight in this room. You see scorched marks of spells that were cast. You see strange sort of like breaks in the furniture that could only come from like ample amounts of force damage. There was an insane struggle in here. Very high level magic.
I'm gonna turn to Viral and say, is there something that would have been in this room that there could have been a battle over?
I'm thinking, given that this is Illustrial's office, they were probably looking for any information as to the location of the restricted section that we're looking for.
Then we should hurry and see if that has also been ransacked.
We'll say that with your passive perception, Isolde and Vosner, you can tell that this place was ransacked, was gone over and over and over. And it has now got a thin layer of dust, as though these events, when this place was blown to shit, were 30 years ago during the invasion.
Got it.
Okay.
Can I start poking around and investigating? I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Sure.
Taryn with his light staff is also gonna like casually poke around, but he's not gonna put a lot of effort into it because he kind of gets the feeling that it's wasted.
Okay. Taryn, with your light staff, I forget, you're bringing a little bit of color to the world again as you illuminate this room. Books that looked sort of gray at a distance are now sort of vibrant greens and beautiful colors.
Excellent. Nah, Voster's not going to do anything. He's already taken his books.
Wow. Oh, Viral. Viral has disadvantage. Oh!
Yeah, we gotta make this work. But I don't know. Oh my god.
Well, hold on, though. Causes the creature to reroll. Viral, you see the pattern on the wall. There's sort of markings. They seem to be above the letter, like above books in the wall, but you notice that the books have fallen onto the ground. So it seemed like a code where the mark indicated something about the book in particular, but now with the books all on the ground, you don't know which one they correspond to, and you sort of struggle to piece together this code.
Is it the sort of thing that I could record as like on a piece of paper just to see if we can find it elsewhere?
Yes. You
Okay.
are able to sort of write down, or you could even gesture towards the location of the markings, but your sort of ability to piece together this riddle has been compromised by your recent concussion. Or I guess not your recent concussion, it was your recent, like, essence being removed from your body.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable. Deeply uncomfortable.
While he's doing that, Taryn's gonna be poking around, kind of look at some of the books on the floor and see if anything jumps out at him.
Okay. Make either history or investigation or anything like that.
Would Arcana work?
Okay, yeah. You could figure out like which books are relevant to magic and how.
Yeah.
Did I pick up anything with my 23 investigation?
Oh, Isolde. You let's see. You can't see
Shit,
the
nice roll, Taryn.
markings that Varel can see. Does Varel mention the markings at all?
I record them and kind of regretfully say to the others, in my current state, I'm afraid I can't make sense of this, but can I offer it to them to see if they can make any sense?
Okay. I'll say that Isolde is sort of like... Oh, something's wrong. Laurel, are you vacuuming? Okay. Anyways, I'll say that with
Sorry, that was my sewing machine. I didn't realize my sound was still on.
no worries. Varel sort of writes down. It was a monster. Roll for initiative. It's a vacuum monster sewing machine. It's a mech. Okay, so Varel starts writing this stuff down on a piece of paper and saying, like, here's a mark, here's a mark. Isolde, with that investigation score, you're starting to find the books that correspond to where they would be put on the shelf. You've spent a little bit of time, around books, sort of as an acolyte in the Ilmater Temple, and you know how they are organized on shelves according to various, topics and things. And you're starting to help Varel piece together this, which books correspond to which marks. And the first letter of each of the books begins to slowly spell out a word. While you're doing that, Taryn, you are looking around the room using your Arcana ability, and you... What else does Celestial have in here? They're sort of cracking the riddle. What is it you're exactly looking for, Taryn?
He's not looking for anything in particular. He's just poking around books, like maybe something about the planes, like different planes, particularly the Nine Hells or dragons in general, like radiant dragons.
Okay. Here's some interesting stuff that I'll give you. First of all, you find with that roll a ton of information about the planes. Like a whole library full of every sort of recorded bit of information about every plane. But one thing that you notice is that none of these books have been taken. They're almost left as though, with that you can sort of glean that whoever was here didn't give a shit about those books at all, as though they were irrelevant. So that's what I'll give you with that. You also find a old tome that talks about gem dragons, and you start to read it, though it's going to take a while. to sort of parse all the information.
All right, yeah. He'll skim it over to see it's like, oh, this looks useful, and then tuck it away.
Yeah, so give yourself in your inventory a book on gem dragons.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, what else does everybody do?
Damon is just like patrolling and keeping an eye out for danger.
Vosner finds the fattest book, whatever it is, and takes that one.
Okay. It's a book
That doesn't help.
on the recorded history of ants.
All right. It's gonna be buzzword warfare.
It's just like some person who spent their entire like gnomish life researching ants and like cataloging every type of ant there is on the whole planet. And it's just like overwhelming information. All of it is very boring.
So great ants, ants twice removed, ants that you just kind of call an ant but not really are related.
No,
Got
not
it.
that kind of ant.
Vosner makes no distinction. They're all
the insect.
all right. The insect, the person, they're all the same.
Yeah, there is a subsection on aunts, but it's mostly just for clearing up confusion. But it is also like 200 pages on that. Like, this guy really needed to edit.
It's true.
Gross, Beryl. Nobody needs your logic. Okay. So you guys spent another 10 minutes sort of working on ciphering this code. Let's have Veyroll make a investigation check with just a straight roll because he's being aided by Zolda.
Zolda's getting really anxious and is kind of pacing a little bit and wants us to hurry up.
Yeah, another 10 minutes goes by of decoding these riddles. It is going very slowly. Can I have all of you roll a d6 for me? Look at you guys. Incredible. Okay. Another 10 minutes goes by, and you are able to discern that it says it's a book title called War in the Mind. That's what it spells out after you look at the title of every book that has been marked on the shelf.
Would this book be familiar?
Veyroll, you've never heard of this book, nor does it sound famous, and you don't know who it's by, though you could probably look it up.
Yeah, I'm thinking this might be worth a legend lore, unless there's I forget the name of the filing cabinets with the books.
Yeah. There's a card catalog. In fact, she's got one in here, like a little Rolodex thing.
Yeah, if we could consult the card catalog.
Yeah, you straight up consult it. I'm gonna say with your sort of mind a little bit hurt, but with the help of Isolde, you guys go through until you find this book. And it's located just in sort of a general section of the main hall library.
Guess
Well, I
we're
may
off
not be
to
able
the
to
main hall.
discern much, but I can tell where we need to go next.
Okay. While you're in this room, would you like to do like a short rest or anything like that? Or are you just going to proceed on?
Do we have time for a short rest, given a few hour constraint?
You were given, I think I said 2, maybe 3 hours. And yeah, I think I said 2 hours, which means you've probably burned about 30, maybe you've burned 40 minutes of it already, which means if you get in a short rest, you'll only have 20 minutes left.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
Zolda's not down with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
He's coming to get this baby.
Ooh, a baby.
Cece, you want to say hi? Hi. Hi, she says.
Hi. Hello. Cece should be in character as Paco. We talked about this.
That's right.
Make
Cece's
squirrel
gonna
sounds.
You want to roll some dice? You want to eat? Wow. We can arrange that.
Classic. Okay, so y'all kind of catch your breath here in the office. Is there anything you'd like to do in here before you leave? Or do you want to leave? Do you want to live here? What's your plan?
I cast Mirage Arcane to establish a permanent settlement. If I could chug another potion of healing, if we have the time.
You definitely have the time.
Let's
That's a
do
very
that.
short thing to do.
Nice. Feeling better.
Solid.
Yeah, otherwise, let's just head out.
Okay. You all go back into those halls. I'll say, given your last roll, you guys walk down the halls, easily sort of avoiding any conflict, and make it to the main hall, which looks like this. A massive library containing hundreds and thousands of books, all sort of sprawled out as though something kind of whipped through here quickly. Not a lot of conflict happened in this room. You see a lot of the sort of like dishevelment is sort of from disuse, the building sort of collapsing on itself. Maybe a few people fought and died in this room, but overall it looks just sort of like a big empty room, absent of life. There's a bit of dust that has sort of coated everything. Osner, when looking into this room, what you see is something reminiscent of one of your dreams. Sitting at one of the tables far in the distance, you remember, almost as if you see it now, that hooded figure with the red eyes sitting in a chair, and he sort of looks up at you, and then you shake your head, and he's not there.
Vosner, as he's sort of hallucinating that, he'll like start to ready a spell, but then like kind of stops what he's doing and says, that figure that has been leading this was here. One of my visions really has or one of my visions was here. And I guess I'll go over to where he was sitting.
Yeah,
Whereabouts was it?
I'll say is right here.
I'll just look up at everything.
Sure. Roll a perception for me.
Perception.
They're yummy. They're good.
Taco's getting treats.
Oh, right. I guess it is disadvantage.
Even with that,
Okay.
I guess with that, you get like sort of a mixed result. In the chair that you saw him sitting in your vision, you do notice that the dust has been moved. That something has sat in this chair more recently than anything else. Like everything else in the room has pretty consistent layer of dust on it. This was maybe not today, maybe not a week ago, but something has sat in this chair. And it's
Okay.
sort of pulled out in a way that maybe the other chairs are not.
All right. I'll just kind of search the area, see like what I really can find. If there's a book or scrap of paper or carving or something.
Sure. You are you like looking under the table and that kind of thing?
Yeah. See
Okay.
if there's like any sort of other clue.
Yeah. So you're sort of looking around, sort of manically, sort of investigating this table that you've seen before in your dream, and you find etched into sort of like a school kid sort of drawing on a table. You feel it with your hand as you sort of like lean on it. It says almost there, scratched into the surface.
Almost there. Okay. Is that what would Vosner remember? Because I don't as the player.
What you remember is in your vision, your dream, you had a conversation with the figure here and asked him questions, and he told you some answers about what's happening, and then he told you to wake up, which was his way of getting you to get up and help Varel from being assassinated. So he was clearly helping you, but it was sort of another one of these cryptic, spooky dreams.
Spooky dreams. Okay. Huh. All right. Almost there. Is there any other place that looks disturbed like this has been? Like dust has been disturbed as recently as
With
the
that
chair?
perception, I'll say not really. You don't see
Okay.
any other indication of inhabitants.
I'm gonna wander over to Vosner. What are you looking for?
That figure I keep seeing in my visions. He was here. This is where he was sitting. This is where he talked to me. And so, just thinking, there might be something more. And I show her the scrawling. It says almost here, or almost there. So whatever it is, he's close. They were close. We're close. I'm close.
Perhaps we should keep moving if we're almost there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that figure is friend or foe or otherwise, but yeah, keeping moving is definitely key.
I don't think we have any friends here.
It's true.
This main hall is trashed and ransacked too.
It's not really. You don't get the feeling anybody was like searching through here at all. It's just the cause, like a force came through and killed everybody who is currently residing in this room. Other than that, there's not a lot of destruction.
Is the book location we got from the card catalog in this room, or is it farther?
No, it's in this room. The at least the card catalog suggested it somewhere over here.
Yeah, so while Vosner and Isolde are looking at the table, Taryn would be looking for the book.
Barrel with him.
Okay. One of you roll investigation. Beryl, if Taryn's helping you, you can have straight roll. If Taryn wants to roll it, he gets advantage.
Let's do that advantage, of course.
Investigation with advantage. What do you press for advantage again?
Alt. At least, I don't know if it's working right now. I might have to look. Oh my god.
Nice.
That +0 gets a 22. How does he do it? Yeah, so Taryn, as you're searching, you find... actually, let's see. Yeah, you find the text right in front of you. It's a book, and it's very plain. It doesn't look like anything of note.
I'll point it out to Beryl and say, like, should we take it out, or?
He would nod in the affirmative.
Then I'll pull the book off the shelf and start like leafing through it, and kind of like showing Beryl as I leaf through it.
As you pull the book off the shelf, or go to pull it off the shelf, as your hand touches it, Taryn poofs out of existence.
Oh dear God.
Nice.
And the book
What?
fumbles to the floor.
Oh, fuck. Guys, we're screwed now.
Cool. We lost the dragon again.
Well, unless we go with.
Do we see this happen out of the corner of our eyes?
I feel like what you would hear is like Taryn goes to. I guess the book doesn't fumble for it. The book stays in the shelf. Taryn touches it and immediately poofs out of existence. I don't think there's a audible sound.
Would there be like a pop from the air filling the vacuum where his body was?
Yeah, okay.
There's like
A cloud of dust, sort of.
vague disturbance as Veryl's like slightly perturbed by my vanishing.
Yeah, he might gasp a little bit.
Beryl, you have true sight, so it's not like he went invisible. He's gone.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he would call attention to Izzy and Vosner.
Yeah.
Say we've lost Taryn.
Yeah, and so Vosner will turn around and kind of cautiously rush over. Leave that if you want, Paco.
What do you mean he's gone? What was he doing?
He found the book, and Beryl would gesture to the book, but not get too close, of course. And say as he was reaching for it, he disappeared.
Can I go over, but like not too close, and start to see if there's like, is there any way to investigate for like glyphs and things like that?
Yeah, you could do like an Arcana. It looks like a plain book to you.
I'll kind of turn back to Veril and say, Do you think it was the book that did it, or is someone else here? And I'll start looking around to see if maybe, like, someone cast something on him.
You can roll perception for that.
Dylan, when you said unless we go with him, was that Dylan or was that Varel?
I think that was in game. Yeah, we could say Varel would say that. He's kind of here to get information, and this seems like a promising direction of information. He would ask, however, if it's possible to, well, I'm thinking about teleporting back or getting Lyra to get us out of here, and I'm curious if wherever we end up would be able to do that.
You know that with Lyra, as long as you're on the plane that she's on, you can always teleport her to her without any problem. Like, you know the code to get to, or at least you can communicate with her to get the code for teleporting.
Can I try grabbing the book with Mage Hand?
Yeah.
Can you touch the book with Mage Hand?
Can I just try grabbing it with Mage Hand and
Yeah,
see what happens?
you pull it out of the shelf and in the air.
I step back away from it.
I will use Mage Hand to like lay it, just set it out on a table for now.
Okay. You do
Did I
so.
pick anything up with my perception check?
There's nobody else in the room. This is... You are alone. Except for... I'm gonna say you hear far away, with that perception roll, you hear footsteps walking down the hallway. Very quiet ones, like intentionally sneaky. Sort of running down the hallway towards you. Like ninjas.
Cool.
The plural there, like ninjas, is it more than one set of footsteps?
You detect 3 sets of footsteps rushing down a hallway a ways away from you.
I will share that information with the crew and just say, we will not be here alone for much longer.
Then I think we should follow Taryn.
We need to take the book and run.
Captain, are you able to communicate with Terran? Can you get a message to him to find out if or where he still exists?
I'll quickly try to cast sending and communicate with Taryn.
Can you put that in the chat so I can read how the spell works?
Vosner picks up the book. He doesn't have time to...
Osner disappears.
Cool.
Isolde starts casting this spell. Let's see. Okay. Roll a d20 for me, Laura. Haha, hell yeah. Taryn, you hear whatever Isolde's about to say.
Where are you? Are you safe?
Taryn, you see a brilliant light. I feel like you've been like sort of sitting in a space of darkness. Even with your light spell, it's a subdued color portfolio. So when you come to this place, you are overwhelmed by these sort of multicolored, sort of almost fuchsia tones as they sort of like almost burn your eyes. And as you adjust, you find yourself in a place like no other you've experienced. Floating through the air are small, sort of like bolts of ether, little lights sort of hovering and spinning in circles. Before you, multiple platforms made of gold and stone and marble, intricate designs sort of carved into them with strange alien-like vegetation growing out of them. It's very calm and peaceful, very beautiful, like an arcane sanctuary. At the end of this, in the distance on a different platform, you see a being hovering, made almost of pure light, sort of covered in a silver metallic sheen that gives him a humanoid sort of structure. He turns to you and begins to move in your direction, hovering, holding beams of lights in his hands. And he begins to move at you aggressively.
Aggressively?
Yes, as he begins to wind up like he's going to throw something at you.
I'll shout towards him. Who are you? We are friends of the library, or I am a friend of the library.
And you hear in your mind, Gatekeeper.
Okay. And he's still looking aggressive.
Yes.
I'll kind of like raise my staff and get ready to like fight him.
As Isolda's message comes to you, I'm gonna say interesting. Because of how long, I'm gonna say you start your battle with this thing, and Isolda's message isn't gonna get to you for 4 rounds into the combat.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, Isolda, what you're going to hear from Taryn is something like, well, I don't know. I guess, Taryn, you can say what you will say in 4 rounds.
Something like fighting a guardian, no shadows.
Perfect. So, Isolda, that's what you hear.
Assuming I'm not dead in 4 rounds.
Okay. With that being the case, I would probably tell everyone that we all need to go and help Taryn. But since there's people coming, I would ask Damon to move the book back where it was
He does just that.
and like start disturbing the dust everywhere with the mage hand.
Okay. So, Fosner goes and touches it while it's on the table. He blinks out of existence. Damon puts the book back in its spot in the bookshelf. And what do you do now?
Yeah, I would direct Damon to like start disturbing the dust. Like if he could run the circumference of the room or like disturb it with the mage hand or something so that it doesn't show, footsteps to one bookcase and then like one book disturbed. And I would say, Varel should go and, then I'll go and then Damon can go last.
Okay. So Varel goes, then Damon, then Isolda. Okay, so we've got... That is the turn order that it's going to come in as. As we will switch to this scene, I'm going to, you'll all be visible on it, but I'm gonna put you in the order over to the left here. As this is what you see.
Okay. Oh, wow. Where's the friend? Oh, there
He's
it is.
all the way up there. And let's see if I can get something good. No, that's not good. Let's do this one. Yeah, that's my jam. Taryn, you pop through this portal or this book and are immediately teleported to this demi-plane. Before you, again, multiple platforms, sort of beautiful, perfect, almost like it's so perfect you know that it had to have been like sort of created with magic. Before you, multiple pillars sort of hovering in just sort of a sort of it's impossible to tell sort of like where you're at in outer space. It's sort of just like hovering in nothingness, sort of stars around you. Reminds you a little bit of like what it was like to be near the ley line, where there's just sort of like you're somewhere sort of otherworldly. In front of you stands this being made of light, and behind him sort of all these rotating spheres of energy and sort of arcanum hovering in the air, and he begins to attack you. And we're rolling for initiative.
All right.
Taryn, as he says gatekeeper, it is your turn to act first.
How far away is that? 105 feet. I'm gonna fly 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
What's that?
Got it.
I don't want to attack him yet because I think we might not be enemies yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to like persuade him that like we are allies. And I'll say we learned this from Illustria. We're fighting the shadows.
And you hear irrelevant as it's going to attack you.
All right. This is a weapon attack?
Yes, it's hurling a crystal dart across the room.
That's not too bad. All right.
And Taryn, it is your turn again.
So it hasn't moved closer to me.
Correct.
I'm gonna move 30 feet closer to it. Then the range. How far away am I still? How far up is he?
Yeah, good question. So these platforms sort of keep raising. I'll say you're about his height now.
All right.
We'll say he's 30 feet in the air in that raised platform.
I'm going to cast Cloud Kill over him.
Okay.
And turn it into freezing Cloud Kill.
Yeah. So, a 5th level spell. Ooh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, you cast that spell, and it seems to have some effect, but he resists it. Is that your turn? Sorry. Wait,
Yeah,
does
I
it
guess.
go on his turn? I always forget this one. When the
I think
creature
it
enters
goes.
or starts his turn, so it's the starting the
Yeah.
turn. So at the start of his turn, he takes a little bit of cold damage.
Right.
He is going to summon a spell. He's going to put his hand into the spell that you just cast, suck a bunch of that energy out, and hover it into the air, turning it into this.
The fuck. Okay.
And that's going to move forward. And let's see what the range is. It doesn't have a good range, so it begins to... I think it's just going to move towards you. So, like, it comes out, we're going to say it comes out of this, and then it starts to fly towards you, and that's going to be its turn. Actually, yeah, so that's what it does on its turn. Oh, he's going to attack you twice. Hurling a dart.
So I
Hurling.
think I need to make a concentration check as well.
On Cloud Kill.
Cloud kill, yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you keep concentration on Cloud Kill. The Living Cloud Kill spell does that movement. I did its turn a little too early. Taryn, it is your turn. Oh, sorry. On round 3, Vosner appears. Let's see. He goes after that Cloud Kill. So, Vosner, you come to the scene. You see a cloud around a big being in the distance, and another sort of flying green cloud moving towards Taryn, who is flying in the air and taking a lot of damage.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Could I quickly discern what kind of thing this is?
This, you've never seen anything like it. It looks just like a sort of flying, gassy creature almost.
So, could be a creature.
Yeah, it looks menacing. It looks like it's flying towards Taryn, going to hurt him.
Okay, I'm going to cast, because I actually have it prepared, Feeble Mind on it. Oh, come on. Whew. I gotta select a target. Going to select you, not me.
You're going to
No.
feeble mind it.
Yep.
Okay.
Cast spell.
Wow. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, so one creature, one action, 150 feet. Whoa.
Paco is very impressed.
That is pretty crazy.
It is my 8th level spell.
Yeah.
So,
That is so interesting. All right. Yeah, so you come into the room and this powerful being is the Cloud Kill transparent? Can you see through it?
It's like fog.
So can he see him? That's my only limitation on this.
Bye-bye.
Don't say bye-bye, Paco.
Lasts for the duration. Spell. It's heavily obscured.
Whoa. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a bit tricky because technically, because of the fog, he wouldn't be able to see. Here's the deal, though: if he was in the fog, he wouldn't have attacked from the fog like he did last time. So we'll say he flew here, and after he flew there, that's when Vosner joined. Vosner cast Feeble Mind, and it worked. The being takes psychic damage, and you see it's sort of like its mind is sort of like altered. And I think that's still. I'm gonna read Feeble Mind again. Okay, creature can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. The creature can, however, identify friends and protect them. Okay. Wow. Okay. Osner, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Would you like to move? I guess you would have started here.
I'm gonna go to Terran and see, run under him because he's
Okay.
flying, right?
Yep.
And they're like,
Is there like
Are you
ground
okay?
underneath me?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
so I'm gonna just kind of run over to him or as close as I can, and
Yeah, it's like a 5-foot drop from there, but you can easily get to there.
yeah. And is everything okay? That thing looks like it doesn't mess around.
Yeah, it's not great right now.
I know, Paco. Well, I don't know how long the others will be here, but do you know what that thing is?
Guardian of some sort.
Okay.
It's a... Okay.
And with that, it's Terran's turn.
I'm gonna move here. I'm going to cast Cone of Cold. I'm gonna enhance it with 4 of my spell points, and I'm also gonna activate my mark so it does max damage.
Okay.
So the Guardian's saving throw should be at disadvantage.
Okay.
I think it just fails saving throws.
I don't think so. It's just now he has like if it's an int or charisma save, it's going to be rough for it. Okay, so the golem has disadvantage, but he has a thing that makes him automatically succeed on that spell. But he takes half.
But the spell should have done 73 damage.
73.
71 damage. So he should take 36 damage.
So he should get 2 back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Living Cloud Kill should have taken 71 damage instead of 31.
But he did succeed.
Okay, so he should have taken 36 instead of 15 or 16.
For some reason he took 19. Oh, that makes sense. So he should take 36, which means he should take 71.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. The Canopic Golem seems to like reach into the air to pull another spell, as though he did with the Living Cloud, into being, and doesn't know what he's doing. It's sort of just like a muscle movement, and then just hurls a bolt instead at Terran. Throw one at Vosner too. Which hits 5 for 12. And this is round 4. That's when I think I said Beryl comes in. Yeah. they roll.
Hooray!
Enters the combat. I rolled your initiative for you, sorry. The cloud kill is going to go towards Terran. And attack.
Oh, that's a spell attack?
Yep.
So does that mean it's a spell?
I believe so, yeah.
In that case, I want to use my Rod of Absorption as a reaction.
Okay.
So I'll click what that does.
Sure.
So I absorb the spell that's targeting me.
Okay. I think that checks out. Okay. And then what happens?
It just goes into the rod, so it kind of goes at me. I hold the rod out.
It's a magical strike from a construct. I don't think it's gonna give you like spell slots. I think it would count as whatever, like a cantrip or something.
Okay. Would the rod still absorb it, or would it just not work?
I guess if you were targeted by like Ray of Frost, would this work?
I would think so, but since it's a cantrip, it would be a 0 level
Yeah.
spell.
Okay. Does it stop the damage? What does it say?
Reaction to absorb a spell targeting you. The absorb spell effect is cancelled, and the spell energy is stored. The energy.
Okay. So you just absorb one of his attacks, I guess?
Okay, yeah.
And then he's gonna swing a second time.
Fuck.
Ooh.
I don't have a reaction, so.
Wow. I think you're resistant to poison. Yeah, so you sort of like hold out your staff and flying in the air and absorb a bunch of the attack from one of the clouds, like sort of flying fists at you. The second one comes in and just like goes down your throat and like fills your whole body, and you like heave as your body is filled with poisonous clouds. Okay. That's turn. Osner.
Okay. I'm going to darn it. Cast. Actually, I'm just gonna turn it into a fire. No, I'll be a wind elemental.
Okay. Air elemental, I mean?
Yep, air elemental.
Okay. You should have control over it.
Yes, Cecilia, whatever that meant. And I will go. I'll boop this guy in the face.
Okay.
There we go. And then I guess I will attack. Hold on, let me get the thing up. Multi-attack.
Oh, it's the slam, not multi-attack.
One. Miss, probably. Oh, wow, I hit.
You hit yourself?
How the hell did I hit myself?
No, wait, you were targeting yourself, but...
Alright.
Okay.
Am I targeting it now? No, I'm not.
Okay.
There
Yep.
we go. Let me get it now.
Yeah, it did the damage. You were targeting it and yourself, I think.
Okay, cool.
Unless I'm
Uh,
actually no, I don't think it did that. I'll do it.
Okay. And then I gotta do the second one. That's better. Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. You punch it twice.
Going toe to toe with it.
Taryn, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to start with bonus action breath weapon. This guy. And it should be pushed 5 feet away from me,
Okay.
which will in turn make it so that I can easily target it with a Ray of Frost.
Nice. The combo. Yeah. You freeze this like gaseous cloud into a solid, and it falls to the ground. It just shatters into a million pieces and dies.
Yep, that's my. I'm gonna use my movement to make a little distance.
Okay. Varel, you come into this scene. Terran flying in the air, Bosner as an elemental fighting this giant light golem in the distance. What do you do?
Good question.
Another bite?
Seeing that they're fighting, I'll try to close the gap just a bit. Just pop down there. Whoops. And then... seeing only one enemy, and unwilling to spend my 8th level spell, we're gonna sling some cantrips as usual. So we'll Chrono Spike that guy. It might send twice. I had to click it twice. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Let me try once more. There we go. Beatings, and I will eagerly await the arrival of the others.
Okay. Wait. Didn't Cloud Kill? Oh, you made Cloud Kill do cold damage. That's why. Okay. Okay. The golem gets to go. He's going to attack Bosner with a slam. And a second slam. You get in a fist fight with a golem, and he's pretty good at it. The next round, Damon comes up.
Hold on, I still have my flame shield up. I got a baby turtle. Could you just apply that damage?
No.
Oh, Baka says no. Okay, yeah. He's punching you and hurting himself. Damon, you are up.
Okay. Let me see here. I guess Damon is falls into the fight, realizes something bad might be going on, and is gonna jump straight to final form.
Whoop whoop.
And he's going to fly then 40 feet up this way.
Okay.
And yell to Vosner that I have his back. And that'll be my turn this round.
Okay. Bosner, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action heal for 1.
Oh. Shit.
What?
That Chronospike we're gonna just pretend this was all timey-wimey. The Chronospike doesn't hit.
What?
And how much damage did that do? Why did that just do plus 36? Not sure. Anyways, Chronospike doesn't land, and let's see. It reflects back at Varel.
What?
You take 19 damage. Unless
Ouch.
you shield your own Chronospike.
Yeah, I'll use
Okay.
my ring.
So
last of them.
you hurl a Chronospike across the room, and it just like flies through him, accelerated like a gravitational slingshot, and arcs all the way back to hit you.
Interesting.
And you shield it with your magic shield. Now it is Vosner's turn.
Cool. Alright. I'm gonna bonus action heal. 4, 8. So, let's do this. Come on.
You
Why
gotta
does
do
that always do that?
plus 8.
I did plus 8. Even if I did minus 8, it wouldn't get me down to 0.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. Now I'm going to target that guy and multi-attack. So, one slam. Probably miss. Oh, nice. And 2 slams. Okay. And I'm just gonna wait for my demise.
Cool. Karen, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to use my bonus action to try to get my breath back. And it works. Then seeing how fire seemed to work on him with the fire shield, I'm going to cast a fireball and see if I can actually contribute.
Sick. Now, let's see. He fails, but he auto succeeds, so he gets back 13 health.
Alright.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Feral.
Well, you know, I will not send Chronospike this time. I will, however, step a little bit closer. And we'll try Death Knell on this bad boy.
He succeeds.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, automatically.
Damn.
And it doesn't do half on.
Nope. Okay.
So you cast Death Knell, and like it just bounces right off of him. Like the light just, it doesn't even do anything to him.
Yeah, Varel has never felt so powerless.
Yep.
I guess that's it.
He's sort of walking towards you all, towering high, and he's now turning to keep punching at your boy. Oh,
He's walking towards us? Towards me?
well, he was already in melee. He's just sort of repositioning. Okay, so he misses twice. The end of this round, Isolde joins. We go to Damon. You're up.
I fly forward. And I'm gonna hit him 2 times. Or try to hit him 2 times at least.
Good lord.
And as I swing, I'm just going to try and yell to everybody, "Do we know what this thing is?" And that's my turn.
Okay. Isolde, you enter on the center of this platform in the midst of a battle.
He's typing in the Discord.
Oh,
Just trying to hit my push to talk key.
that'll do it.
Weird.
Is Taryn up in the air still?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I'm 45 feet up.
All right. I am going to take a quick glance around and run as fast as I can towards Taryn.
Cool. That's what, 40 feet? Oh, wow. Okay, so you dash.
Yeah, can I run in that direction, or is it?
Yeah,
like,
I'll say
moving on the
you.
platforms.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna bonus action healing word up into the air at Karen.
Cool.
The spell's broken again, John.
Oh no. Are all of your
It's
spells?
my connection with Elmater, you know, it's real fucked up.
Channel it through yourself and not Ilmater. There you go. I fix it. Cool. He gets healed for 10. Should that be more or something because of your cleric stuff? Marcus,
Let me look at the
life
bonuses.
cleric. I think you get
Yeah.
it's like maybe his proficiency bonus or anything. Vosner, you're up. Well, we figure that out.
I think you should get some back for yourself too.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Okay. Bosner will continue his straightforward approach. See, one slam. Two slams. Alright, and then he's gonna use his saloon mark to teleport away.
Okay.
To, I guess, like, over here. Gotta get some safety.
Should have given this monster legendary resistances.
No.
No, I mean, this Feeble Mind is an amazing spell. You did a good job. Fight would have been a lot harder.
Oh, he would have. If
okay.
I didn't have an incredible spell.
Taryn, you're up.
I'm just gonna use my dash action to land next to Isolde.
Okay.
And I'll tell her that it's a guardian. It just attacked me as soon as I came through.
All right, Varel, you're up.
Yep, we're running out of options here.
You can just hang out with me and Isolde.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's not worth it. Yeah, not really able to do much with what I've prepped. So I'll move closer to the squad, and if I need to counterspell or something, I'll do that. But can't do anything, I'm afraid.
Okay. The golem. Oops. The
Oh, my bad.
You're good. It's fine. Easy to fix. The golem will slam Damon. Or fail to do so. He's just pounding on you with like silvery light hands as you just like dodge each blow or deflect it. Damon, you're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep hitting him if he just attacked Terran as soon as he showed up. Oh, was I not targeting him? Oh no, there it goes.
It was my bad.
Yeah,
I was like minimized checking something real quick while it, yeah. Now my computer's, I'm gonna have to refresh in a second, but it looks like you're killing him. On my other screen I could see it.
and I'm gonna do 1d6 plus 5 extra psychic damage. So 8 extra damage.
Oh shit, does that kill him? It does. As you just like waylay this thing with your magic sword, it's sort of like ripping apart and like cracking the silver. What's up?
Hang on. Oh no, never mind.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Isolde.
Alright, I look over at the guardian thing and mutter for a moment. This must be some sort of test. And I will reach out to Terran and like not quite touch him, but my fingertips begin to draw poison from his body where the cloud kill was harming him, and I'm gonna cast life transference.
Ooh. It's probably broken. Let me fix it. Oh, maybe? Alright, so you took 17, okay.
So he should get 34 plus, I think it's 2 plus the spell level, which I think was 4.
Yep.
So 34 plus 6, which is 40.
40 health back.
Should I get an extra 6 from the healing word too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So that puts me at 75. All right.
Damn. Bosner, you are up. Damn. Yeah, Bosner, what's it look like when you kill this giant golem of silver and light? Is Kurt dead? Okay, well, I'll just say that Vosner flies through the air and punches this thing in the spine, and it shatters into a million pieces and is gone. And you find yourselves at peace, sort of floating. Now you feel sort of light all around you. You get sort of a calming energy, as now you almost feel invited to this space, as though you passed whatever test had been put before you. At the end of this series of interlocking sort of places, you find a portal hovering in the air, sort of welcoming and calm and pretty.
I guess we should go through the portal.
Feels appropriate.
Where are we?
It looks like the secret dimension or something.
It looks untouched by what happened.
I would surmise we're at the cusp of the restricted section. I should say this felt rather restricted.
I guess it feels maybe hopeful that whatever kept this place safe, we might be able to capture some of that.
Hopefully we didn't just kill its only guardian and ruin its chances.
Didn't feel like we had much of a choice. You were, well, I don't usually see you that hurt.
Yeah, it just attacked me as soon as I came through the portal.
Did you attempt to communicate with it, Taryn? Did it
I
anyway?
tried. I told it we were friends of library and illustrial, but it said that was irrelevant.
We don't have too much time to ponder these things. We can think about them later, but I suppose we continue. We are almost there, I guess.
Yeah, let's
If
go.
possible, perhaps this time we can travel in pairs.
I think that would be wise.
Okay. You all move towards this platform, sort of untouched by time and space.
Vero, I'll grab you and fly you up with me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's stairs, but that's fine. And you sort of just feel at peace in a place full of light and energy. Some place you haven't been, a sort of color that you haven't felt in a while, as you begin to move from this plane, this demi-plane, to the next. Is there anything you'd like to do before you leave this space?
Just like pondering where we are, is there any sort of, I don't know, indication of holiness in this place?
No, from what Varel said, you get the feeling that this is just a demi-plane designed by a master wizard who created some sort of defensive place. A gateway protected by a powerful being.
I'll enjoy the peaceful feeling nonetheless.
And you all step through the portal together?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The portal sort of hovering in the air, but once you get to the edge, you sort of feel as though you can just sort of will yourself to fly through it. And you float effortlessly through it and into a room filled with books lining each side of the shelf as you step through onto a sort of warm, soft, carpeted floor with sort of a light purple carpet. Very fine, very soft, very comfortable. Around you, everything seems completely fine, nice, as though it has been untouched, unscathed. In this demi-plane of a library, you find hundreds and thousands of books lining the walls, neatly organized, clearly designed by someone with care. In front of you, as you sort of walk around just to sort of get your bearings, sits a rather long table, multiple chairs, sort of books and things settled along the sort of all along the center of it, as though people had been sitting and reading. And sitting at the table are two figures. A man in a dark hood with glowing red eyes, and another figure that you don't recognize, with silvery hair, sort of wild looking, carrying a silver sword, sitting again at peace, as though they were waiting for you. And that's where we're gonna end today.
What?
Oh shit.
What a cliffhanger.
Man in the hood, finally. The intrigue.
Yeah, I was super scared there for a minute when it took Terran's spell and turned it into a fighting creature. I thought we were doomed. That
For
feeble
real.
mind was clutch.
Here's
Yeah,
the
that was not good.
the crazy thing is, there's all these living spells that are part of like this other module, and so I was just gonna have him summon living spells. The first one I selected was Living Cloud Kill, and I swear to God I had no idea that Terran was gonna cast that as his first spell. So good.
That's nutty.
But it was that, and then there were a bunch of other ones that were all going to be summoned as you were fighting. But with the feeble mind, I figured I had to disable that ability. That was
Good
clutch
call.
too. 8th level
You
spell.
know, that thing automatically succeeds up to 7th level spell saving throws, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So he auto succeeds any spell attack 7th level or below. So that
My
feeble
God.
mind's 8th level was perfect. And if he gets targeted by a spell that he saves, he can just redirect it to somebody else, which is what happened with the Chronospike.
Yeah.
So if somebody had like cast Disintegrate or something, we could have one-shot one of your own party members.
Oh my God.
Oh, that would have been
Shit.
crazy.
Would have been pretty rad.
I'm ready for high level D&D. I'm so into this.
I'm scared. I need better spells.
You guys are now in like the world. I mean, you are now in like the library of libraries. You will have a lot of lore at your fingertips. So make sure you think on like the things your characters want to know concerning everything. And if you prepare that, I can definitely make sure I have like a good I'll have an answer to all the things, but I might have a better answer if you text me what your character is going to look up.
Yeah, we'll be thinking about that.
Cool. Well, I don't know when we're gonna play again next.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today is what? New Year's Day?
And then a week from today is Christmas. So I'm guessing people are busy. Yeah, and then New Year's. Well, we're all on break, right? Kind of. I mean, at least
Yep.
I'm teaching.
Nominally, at least.
I guess Gert isn't, and Laurel, I don't know what your schedule is, but if we want to pick another day sometime this break, I'd be happy to run it. Maybe sometime during the week of like 27th through 30th, somewhere in there. Like I'm not have a lot of stuff planned.
I will be in Pennsylvania without my PC, so
Right.
I don't know.
When do you get back, Dylan?
31st, so.
Okay. Well, maybe. Wait, the early 31st or like evening? Well, that's New Year's. That's New Year's. Let's not do it.
To be clear, I'd be cool with playing on New Year's Day. I'm fine if the very first thing I do in 2023 is play D&D. But
Sure.
it is a
Yeah.
holiday for people who celebrate that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know how many people celebrate like the morning of New Year's Day. So if you guys want to, we can do a poll or something. But I'd be down, I think, to do the morning of New Year's Day. That's not a big deal for us.
Sounds like a cool way to kick off the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people
Agreed.
celebrate New Year's Day by, rehydrating, popping a lot of like painkillers, things like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
was
Bosner
before
gets to meet
Pittsburgh.
the person, the man of his dreams.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Beautiful
finally.
red eyes.
I ship it.
The druid gets his.
All right. Well, thanks for making that fight a lot easier. Oh my god. Can't believe
You're
it.
welcome.
I thought
Yeah.
that fight was going to be rough, and then you guys were waiting so long to jump in the portal after Terran. I was like, oh, he's going to get his ass kicked for like the first bit.
It's close.
And he did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Turns out if Fosner wasn't such an impulsive fuck, Taryn probably would have died.
That
Probably.
seems accurate, actually. Because that Feeble Mind came in at round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
before the golem's turn, too.
Yeah, that was nuts.
So
Well-
the lesson is just touch the book anyway.
Always push the button.
Caution
Yeah.
to the wind.
We're in dungeon crawl mode. Press the button and run.
Yeah, y'all did good. You guys rolled really high. I had to like those d6s. The way I do it is like if you roll a bunch of 1s, the worst possible version of this encounter happens. If you roll a bunch of 6s, the better version. So like in the first room, that the enemies came out staggered, sort of in 2s over 6 rounds was the advantage of you all getting 6s.
Nice.
Oh, and you got the jump on the patrolling guy instead of him getting the jump on you. Anyways, cool stuff. Well, thanks for playing, everybody. It's fun to be back in the swing of
Yeah.
things. We should do a like a fireside chat to figure out what you guys are actually looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't done that in all ages.
sounds dope.
All right. Well, see you guys in 2 weeks, and have happy holidays and all that.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Happy
Bye,
holidays.
friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.